Welcome back to another exciting episode of Between Two Servers. I'm your host Hayden, and I'm here with Chris Corriere. It's really nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. Good to see you.
Yeah. So Chris, you're a speaker here.
I am.
Your talk mentions human-centered DevOps. Is that like saying like a user-friendly torture chamber, or am I missing something?
No, it's not quite orphan crushing machine. Like, we're trying to avoid that. You got an existing inertia in the system.
And how's that going so far?
It's going pretty good.
Okay. You've been in tech for 20 years. At what point did you realize your entire career would just be explaining to executives why things should take 5 minutes, actually take 6 months?
Oh, wow. That must have been like 2008.
Pretty early on.
Yeah.
Pretty early on in your career. That's good. Yeah. That's a good. It says that your bio says that you're committed to having a good time while getting work done.
Correct.
Is that what you tell yourself while you're staring at a Kubernetes log at 3 a.m.? Or is there actual evidence of this phenomenon?
Well, see, one of my secrets is I try not to use Kubernetes if I can help it. So.
I could code you a restaurant. I don't even need to look into.
Okay. Anti-Kubernetes. Do you put your chaos engineering principles into practice by intentionally breaking production, or does that just happen naturally whenever you deploy?
It's really a combination of the two. That's part of your baseline assessment when you're getting into chaos engineering is how many organic fires are in production right now. Do we need to set any on purpose? Maybe.
Would you consider yourself an arsonist or a firefighter?
Sometimes you got to do controlled burns. Two sides of the same coin.
How many acronyms did you have to memorize before someone finally just let you make decisions? Just ballpark it.
Oh, man. One, TBD.
Well, I think it's cool.
To ballet dance. That's what it means. Error budgets sound fascinating. Is that like when management budgets for you? Is that like when management budgets for you to make errors, or when they budget for replacing you after you make them?
Is it my errors or management's errors? Is it a shared responsibility?
He sounds like he has experience shifting the blame.
Sharing, shifting.
Sharing.
Sharing is caring.
Whatever you tell yourself. Your talk discusses process dependencies. Are those like regular dependencies, but with more meanings and Slack messages asking about any updates?
Oh, yeah. The dependencies evolve and have varying levels of visibility. So there's, how many dependencies are you even aware of? There's some hidden.
I don't know how many dependencies he has.
It depends.
Oh, God. On a scale from regularly considered to completely fabricated for this talk, how much does your company actually care about SLOs?
Oh, a lot. Yeah, seriously considered.
I like that. Who do you work for again?
I'm independent at the moment.
Okay.
With Ecology Computing is my center of practice.
Okay. All right. Independent free agent.
Indie hacking. It's a lot of vibe coding.
Okay. A lot of vibe coding.
Yeah.
Is that somehow, what would you consider to be your primary vibe when you code?
Chill. I mean, I'm just a chill guy most of the time.
Yeah.
That's the vibe.
Do you talk quite a bit at conferences? Do you ever let the beard just go?
I do.
Yeah.
This is trimmed up. It was in bass player mode last time.
Bass player mode. Yeah. Your bio says you have a background in mathematics. How does it feel knowing you spent years studying complex equations only to end up writing YAML files that fail because of an extra space?
I mean, it keeps me up at night, really.
Yeah.
It's more tragedy than comedy, but it's a living.
It's funny for some of us, though.
At least we're not doing XML anymore. It's progress.
Yeah. Whatever you tell yourself. Yeah, sure. Progress. How many times have you implemented value streams that turned into value puddles nobody wanted to step in?
Oh man, stasis is death. So, did the company die? Did I make an exit? How many times have we been around the mulberry bush? It's hard to tell.
It's a lot of metaphors.
It's you got to run with a iterative design, right?
Iterative. Fancy word for saying that you have to continually fix your problems that you made. Well, thanks, Chris. I think this was really informative for everybody at home. Thanks for watching Between Two Servers. Thanks for being on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Bye.